Hello and welcome to Talking Content. This is the podcast that helps small business owners in professional services create content that connects, converts, and stands out. I'm your host, Ellen Bathgate, and today we are talking about personal branding, specifically for property managers. We're going to talk about why it matters, even if you are not responsible for referral growth. And that's a crazy one because I think so often as property managers, and certainly when I was a property manager, I didn't think that there was any value in building a personal brand when I didn't have any KPIs around referral growth. So I want to share with you how building your own personal brand can improve your client trust, your retention, the relationships you have, but then also attract referrals because that's pretty cool too. So let's dive in. This is what I think about personal brand. I think that if you can be found with a Google search, then you have a personal brand. And so if someone could search your name and you would appear somewhere on Google, then you have a personal brand. So I believe that you might as well contribute to your personal brand because I believe that your personal brand is how you present yourself to the world, and it showcases who you are as both a person and as a professional. And I think that building your own personal brand can shape how clients perceive you. And it can also help build trust and connection with your existing clients. And I think property management in particular is getting harder every year. So anything you can do to make connecting with your clients and communicating easier, I think you should be doing it. So I believe that there are kind of three key benefits to building a personal brand when you are a property manager. One is it just makes you human. And I think that can make interactions with your clients a little bit more relational. And I believe that if you are more relatable to people, you are going to have better relationships with your clients. So I think showing some of your human side rather than just your professional side will help and does help. Certainly in my experience, the more human I have been with my clients, the easier they are to work with. So showcasing your personality as part of a personal brand strategy will make conversations easier with your clients. The second benefit is it helps to balance out media perception. So media often paints property managers pretty badly. I think because we deal with people's shelter, people's homes. Anytime that there is something happening in the market that is uncomfortable, especially for tenants, property managers are blamed for it, even though we almost never are responsible for it. Personal branding can help show the human side of property management and property managers, and it allows your followers, your clients, and the media to see that you're doing your best and you are doing what you can to help people where you can with the resources that you have access to. And then number three is it builds your credibility and trust. And we live in a society that needs more of this. Our industry needs more of this. So you want to build credibility and trust as much as you can. And quite often it's your personality and the personal side of your personal brand that really communicates this to your audience. If you are struggling to build your property management personal brand, then I want to invite you to download my starter kit. I have put together a starter kit especially for property managers looking to build their own personal brand, and it contains everything you'll ever need to get started. Head to contentcollab.com.au/brand to download it today. So I'm going to assume that I have convinced you that you should start a personal brand. So I'm going to share a couple of ways that you can focus on building your personal brand and what steps to follow. And the first is just pick a social media platform. This means choose a platform that feels manageable for you and one that is used by your ideal clients. Doesn't really matter which one it is. Could be Facebook, could be YouTube, it could be TikTok, could be LinkedIn, it could be any of them. Just pick one, at least one, and focus your attention there. Something that you might find is easier when it comes to picking a platform is figuring out what type of content you want to create. So if you love getting on video, then you might find that choosing a platform like YouTube or TikTok or even Instagram can be a great place to be creating video. If you're not a big fan of video, but you like creating long form articles, sharing your expertise, sharing education, then you might find that LinkedIn might be a better platform for you. So have a think about that as you're picking your platform if you haven't already. The other thing to think about is just looking at how you can show your expertise. So sharing education, advice, but also your opinion, because it's remarkable how important your opinion is at the moment. And if you possibly can, share real life stories. You don't need to name people or name properties, but if you can share stories of situations and outcomes, that's really ideal. And then the third thing you want to remember is you need to showcase your personality, because it's just a brand if you don't have personality. It's just a brand without the personal part. So allow people to get to know you a little bit. You don't have to share every aspect of your personality or every aspect of your personal life, but you want to make sure that you add some personal to your personal brand. There are always some unexpected side effects, benefits that come with building a personal brand. So you might have started your personal brand really to find a way to connect with existing clients, but quite often having a personal brand will result in some rent roll growth, and it might be through referrals from your existing clients, it might be referrals through your network, it might be people who have discovered you via your personal brand. So don't discount the fact that even if you're not responsible for growth in your business, don't discount the fact that you might still end up growing the business because of your personal brand. And then just don't forget that by building a personal brand, you are increasing that online visibility. So you are going to be more discoverable. And that can be a wonderful thing when it comes to growth, especially if you've got existing clients that you really like working with. You're more likely to attract referrals from people who are more aware of you. So maybe you're not talking to your landlord clients every single week, fortnight, month. You might not actually speak to them for months at a time, but if you're connected with them on social media via your personal brand, you are in front of them on a regular basis. So just that increased online visibility ends up resulting in increased growth for your portfolio. So I hope by now I have convinced you that building a personal brand, even as a property manager not responsible for rent roll growth, I hope I've convinced you that it's worth your while. Do a quick Google of yourself. Google your name and find out where you appear, because if you want to impact the way your personal brand is perceived, you might as well contribute to it. And if you need help getting started, I'd invite you to download my personal brand starter kit for property managers. It's totally free and it will guide you step by step in building a personal brand and creating content for that brand. So you can head to contentcollab.com.au/brand and we'll send you a free copy. Thank you so much for tuning in to Talking Content. If this episode inspired you, please make sure to subscribe, share it with a friend, leave a review, and until next time, happy content creating.